The Book of Revelation, a text shrouded in mystery and cloaked in intrigue, sits at the very end of the New Testament. It's a book that has fascinated, puzzled, and even frightened readers for almost 2,000 years. It's a grand cosmic drama, filled with vivid imagery and cryptic symbols. But what exactly is the history behind this enigmatic book? And what message does it carry for us today? The Book of Revelation, also known as the Apocalypse of John, is the last book of the New Testament. It was composed around the end of the 1st century, during a time of great turmoil for the early Christian community. The Roman Empire, the most powerful force in the world at that time, was brutally persecuting Christians. It was a time of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. John, the author of the Book of Revelation, was exiled to the island of Patmos, where he received a series of visions. These visions, filled with strange beasts, celestial battles, and divine judgments, form the content of the Book of Revelation. But these aren't just random images, they're deeply symbolic, referencing both the historical context of John's time and the broader biblical narrative. For example, the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is often interpreted as a symbol of the Roman Empire, with its 7 hills and 10 emperors. The woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, draws on imagery from the Old Testament and represents the people of God. The Lamb who was slain but now reigns victorious is a clear reference to Jesus Christ. But the Book of Revelation isn't just about the past, it's also about the future. It presents a vision of the end times, when God will judge the world, eradicate evil, and establish a new heaven and a new earth. It's a vision filled with hope and promise, but also with warning and judgment. So what does this mean for us today? What can we learn from this ancient and mysterious book? First, the Book of Revelation reminds us that no matter how dark or difficult our circumstances may be, God is in control. The early Christians faced persecution and suffering, but they held on to their faith because they believed in a God who was more powerful than the Roman Empire. The Book of Revelation challenges us to live with an eternal perspective. It's easy to get caught up in the concerns of the here and now, but the Book of Revelation encourages us to look beyond our immediate circumstances and to set our sights on the new heaven and new earth that God has promised. And finally, the Book of Revelation calls us to faithfulness. It reminds us that following Christ may involve hardship and sacrifice, but it also promises that those who remain faithful will share in Christ's victory. So, as we delve into the mysteries of the Book of Revelation, let's not be overwhelmed. Instead, let's see it as a message of hope, a call to faithfulness, and a reminder of God's sovereignty. It's a message that was relevant for the early Christians, and it's a message that's still relevant for us today.